Have you ever considered switching from a traditional paper book to an ebook? Well, today I'm going to persuade you to believe that ebooks are better than traditional paper books. I'm going to point out three major points. 1, ebooks are more portable and take up less space. 2, ebooks help the visually impaired. And 3, ebooks are more rewarding to children and caters to their unique learning style. This is a picture, or a couple pictures of e-readers. These are just different kinds. These are Kindles made by Amazon. So that's what an e-reader looks like. It is a fact that e-readers are more portable and take up less space. This quote from Allocation says, "It's much easier to carry an e-reader containing an entire library of titles than to even bring a few physical books. If one has finished reading a book and wants to start a new one, it is much easier to download a new ebook than to find a bookstore nearby. If the book collection is synced to a cloud device, someone can easily switch to reading on their phone if they forgot their e-reader somewhere or at home. Avid readers tend to collect a lot of books, which can take up too much space and make their home feel cluttered." This picture is just an e-reader on a shelf of books all around it, and it just goes to show that all these books can be on just this one e-reader, and that whole shelf could be cleared and can have other stuff on it. Ebooks won't take up much space at all. It is much easier to manage a large digital library than bookshelves with books filled with books that you might not ever read. A quote from Business Insider says, "They are much more portable than physical books, so you can carry dozens, if not hundreds or thousands of them around with you on a device that weighs less than half a pound." Studies have also proven that ebooks help the visually impaired. A statement from CBS News reads, "Individuals with poor eyesight or reading disorders like dyslexia can benefit from ebooks because they provide a range of options for changing the text size and spacing of lines." A 2013 study in the journal PLOS ONE observed reading comprehension and speed in 103 high school students with dyslexia. The study found that people with dyslexia may read more efficiently when using the e-reader compared to reading on paper. Schneps, who was the lead author on the journal, said, "What made the difference was the ability of the device to display lines of text that were extremely short, about 2 or 3 words per line, as well as an ability to space out the text. When these people read using the modified formatting, their reading instantly improved." Ebooks are more rewarding to children and caters to their unique learning style. When kids see printed words light up as they sound them out, they're encouraged. Kim Floyd has been teaching kindergarten for 24 years and had been using iPads filled with ebooks for the past 3 years. A quote from Scholastic says, because the devices help children understand words by highlighting and defining those they struggle with, their vocabulary increases. Floyd also likes the anonymity of the device, helps struggling readers feel less embarrassed. She says it lets children find a book that fits their interests and skill without the entire class knowing what they're reading. I know some of you might be thinking that paper books are better than ebooks because, the feel of paper, the smell of the book, the fact that you don't have to charge your physical book to use it, and a physical book is cheaper than an e-reader like a Kindle. However, e-readers are the best purchase for the long run because e-books are cheaper than buying the physical books, and an e-book or an e-reader will last way longer. E-readers are better as well because they have built-in dictionaries and have other accessories for annotating and skimming through the book and all that good stuff. This is a graph showing which is better for these purposes, a printed book or an ebook. It might be hard to see, but so the lighter colors are the ebooks and the dark color is a printed book. So For being able to get a book quickly, 83% of people chose e-readers. Reading books while traveling or commuting, 75% chose ebooks. Having a whole selection of books to choose from, 53% chose ebooks. And as it keeps going on, people like paper books. It was about half and half for people reading books in bed. It was about half and half. Sharing books with other people, obviously physical books are better for that. And reading with a child, I think nowadays e-readers are probably better for that, as I've explained, but 81% said physical books. So, that's the graph. The major points I made today were ebooks take up less space, ebooks are more portable than traditional, ebooks help the visually impaired, and ebooks are more rewarding to children. In conclusion, if you're having a hard time choosing between a paper book and an e-reader, choose an or an ebook, which is the same thing. Choose an ebook. The benefits are much better in the long run.